Okay, so in this video, I'm going to cover configuring budget and forecasting views, the new beta that's out and available. It looks like they're updating the way that Procore has created these and how it's set up. This one looks like it might be a little bit more involved. There's actually a README. Let's open that up. See what that says. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, here we go. Will not be available. Delete column from legacy remains visible. So, okay, so it looks like this is an actual migration. Okay, so I would recommend migrating for your entire company. This is not something to be just doing kind of willy-nilly. So we're going to go ahead and we'll join the program, see what it does, jump in, right? So what it does actually when you hit join is it takes you to this interface. Okay, that's fine. That is where I was going to actually show you this. If you go into budget under admin, so project tools admin, this is the current experience. If you click inside of a budget, you got to come here and configure your columns inside just this budget view. And that's how it's set up. We also have our forecasting, our field sets, and our custom fields here inside a budget view. If I look at my budget, this is really for budget changes to add that. So just be aware of that. So now let's go back here to budget and let's go ahead and get started. I don't think you actually have to go into the other view or the like Procore Explorer to activate this. So we're going to hit next. Let's go back, see what's here. Create, save time. Oh, you're creating columns first and then assigning them to budget views. So that makes sense. Okay. So basically, anything that you do, it looks like inside of the beta view will be lost if you exit the beta view. Migration, I've read it. Enable the beta. Okay. Updating. Let's see what happens. Columns. Here are all my columns that I have available. So I can create columns, a calculated column, a forecast to complete, or a source column. So let's call it like client change orders. Oh, this is nice. So include this in single tool budget reports. That's nice. And then we can go to like changes, prime contract, and just change orders. We can configure by tier or not. We can just hit that. Statuses, let's call it approved. I'm just going to call it approved here just to, this is an example. Scope, in scope. Okay, that's good. So let's go ahead and create that. So that one's there. These are locked. These look like these are the ones that are out of the box. And then these are the ones I've created. So that's good. If I go in here, I can just change that, save that. I like that. I can come in here, make some updates, change it here. Has views that it's associated with, columns that it's associated with. That's cool. So I can see what views, what budget views it's in, and I'm affecting if I make changes, and what columns are calculated based on it. So job to date column, let's go down to that. So this is one of my custom ones. Format, currency, number, percent. Oh, formulas, so much nicer. What, an X that divided by, still same thing. Yeah, doesn't do anything to hurt it. Okay, that's good. My budget views, right here. Duplicate, delete, assign. Okay. All new and existing projects, only specific projects. That's nicer. I like it. This is generally better. Maybe have some kind of filtering or something like that. I can't go in here. Like one thing I'd like to do is budget views, be able to see them inside the budget. Forecasting views looks good. Assign it to all projects. That's nice. Oops. Save changes there. Workflow columns, this is new. So you can choose. That was applied per view, but this is applied per the budget change. I like it. What do I actually want to have it on? Let's just put it on forecast, regular forecast to complete. Field sets, still probably on budget changes. Yeah, it's still just on budget changes, which is fine. Custom columns there. That's good. So generally, first quick impressions, I'm going to activate this for everyone that I do, because then I can come in here and create columns a lot easier and then have them duplicated and used. Because like some of these, if you have multiple views, maybe you have a detailed view and a simplified view, you have to create the same columns over and over again to create those. So last thing I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and hit launch tour, see what the tour does. So yep, create them first. I like it. Reportable, important. Definitely agree. You can click that on and off, send it to the report view. So there is no really report view anymore. You used to have one view that was your report view. That was a pain in the butt because you got to make sure all those are in there. Up to 60 columns should be enough. If you're reporting more than 60 columns, great for you. I don't have 60 columns to report on. Workflow. Yeah, designate that column across the entire thing so you can do it for conditional format or conditional workflows. Let's look inside that. I didn't do that yet. So turning them on and off columns, editing them, and then assigning. That's new. So let's go inside my budget view, hit edit. I didn't check this out. Oh, this is cool. So here's a project that you can preview the budget with. I don't really have anything in here. I can, if I hit edit, that's just changing the display name. That is awesome, actually, because there's times where I'd like to have a different display name than my like original column name. You gotta, yeah, you gotta do that, but it's a pain. Here, configure, and then all we gotta do is turn on and off columns, and I can create. Oh, I can create them right here as well. So that's nice. So if you're in a view, go ahead and create your view and create them all at the same time. So you got your name, format, include it here, your formula, display. So basically what I would do if I was originally setting this up, I'd go back to my budget views, discard all my changes. I would start in these views, edit them, and then from there, you can even duplicate and change it, use the Procore view. Let's see what happens when you hit create. So slightly, standard views are my views. You can choose those. You know, blank, nothing in it. Yeah, so I like it. I don't see a reason not to implement it. Just make sure you know what you're doing when you get there. Basically, if you opt out later down the road, any changes that I make here won't be saved. That's the thing, I think. So go ahead, check it out, try it out for your own organization. Honestly, one of the more impressive updates I've seen in a while from Procore. So recommend if you're creating budget views, do it this way.